Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, just a moment. Let me reset this.
Okay.
And
First, I want to know that I know you because he is in general practice surgery. I
yes,
know you.
of
Okay,
course.
thank
Yeah.
yes, thank you.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello, come in and sit, Mr. Smith.
Hello. Yes, thank you, doctor.
How are you today?
Well, I'm okay. I'm actually very excited because I'm going on holiday. This is the travel agent told me that I have to fill in this form for the insurance. So I was thinking that if you could uh, do a checkup for me and tell me that I'm okay to go.
Okay, it's a good news that you want to go to travel, go traveling. It's very good for you.
Yeah.
As I know, you are an accountant. Yes, it's true.
Yes, I am an accountant.
Yes. How is things in your job? Is it
Uh,
everything?
the things very stressful. Our job is with the money, and it's always stressful. And we have to catch the deadlines, and yeah, it's always intensive work.
Okay. So I want to check your blood pressure because I know you don't have any disease based on your file that you have in
Yes,
my
I'm
office.
absolutely healthy. Yep, I have no
Okay.
problem. I don't think I would have any problem. Okay, go on. Check my blood pressure.
Okay. Uh, okay. I check it, but I have not very good news for you because your blood pressure is high.
Oh, uh,
Yeah,
really? But I'm
yeah.
a very active person. I exercise a lot. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I sometimes drink, but not so much. So yeah, I'm just surprised.
Yes, I am surprised also because the last time that I checked you, your blood pressure was okay. So maybe it is because of your stress in your work. Don't be worried. We can manage it easily. Don't be worried.
Okay.
Okay? And it needs to be checked again because with one high blood pressure, we can say that you have high blood pressure disease. So it's necessary to be checked one time later. Okay?
Oh, so you mean I can't go on holiday then?
Yes, you can go for holiday, and after your holiday, we can check you again. But
Uh,
during this time, it is necessary to be checked before you go to the holiday, checking some tests for your cholesterol, your sugar, and also your heart by ECG. Do you okay with this?
right. Yeah, should I do all of these before I go on holiday, or does that stop me from going on holiday or getting an insurance?
No, don't be worried about this. You can go to your holiday. It's very good for you because it decrease your stress. We do some of them now and some of them after you came back to us again. Okay?
Okay, but doctor, you know me. I don't like to take any medications or medicines, and if there is a way, or if there are herbal medicines, or there are things I can do that, but I'm not good at medicines. Okay, I don't like them.
Okay, I don't know what you mean, but I know what you mean. But in this stage, I think you don't need any medication because my diagnosis is not proved because you must be checked again. And also, I think all of them because of your stress. And we want to decrease your stress by you can go by helping you to go to on a holiday, and after then we can check all of them, and if it is necessary, we can give you some medication for problem, because as you know, high blood pressure is manageable. Okay, don't be worried about this problem.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, doctor.
Good. So, yeah, it basically, um, yeah, I don't like medicines, and you said that we will give you medicines. But anyway, so how do you feel?
uh, I feel anxious like before, but less anxious
Mhm.
than before.
Okay, so generally, are you happy with what you did?
Not bad, not
Okay,
completely not bad.
okay. So what were the good things you did?
I think their relationship building was good,
Okay,
and checking and trunking, and summarizing,
okay,
and time management,
okay,
and giving for information.
okay,
Mm, like this, I think.
okay. So, right. Is there anything you could do better?
I think giving information or more attention to the concern of patient about the medicine. Maybe it's necessary to be done.
Okay, so addressing the concern
Yeah,
about medicines, okay?
yes.
Right. So basically, yeah, that was a concern, and he said he doesn't like it. Okay, anything else?
Anything else about? I don't know. I don't remember anything.
Okay, all right. So what do you think, Susan?
Yes, I think I haven't heard summarizing. I don't know, I haven't heard. And I think attentive listening. I haven't heard it. And signposting, I think.
Attentive
Listening.
listening. So you mean saying yes, okay, uh-huh,
Yes,
right,
echoing, yes, yes.
okay. And what else you said?
Summarizing, I haven't heard, and signposting.
Okay, okay, signposting. Right. Uh, okay, Nilufar, what do you think?
I think that she was very good, but as Susan said, I agree with Susan. And of course, in information giving, I didn't hear that she asked about the initially knowledge of the patient, and also she couldn't ask for further information if patient needs. But other things I think was good, and I didn't hear summarizing as well. I don't know.
Okay. So basically checking what patient already knows about high blood pressure. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, okay. Any,
Doctor, about time posting, would you please would you mind you tell more about it for this role play for us and explain
okay.
more?
Okay. Sure.
Mm.
So okay, yes. Let's finish with this one. Nilufar,
I said, I said
you
that's all.
did. Okay.
Yeah.
And so Vesal.
Yes, I think Dr. Neda is very good at grammar and fluency, I think. But there are some, for example, problems with information giving, information gathering. It is very short, and for example, in the task tool that ask about smoking, alcohol, I don't. I haven't heard about how many cigarettes or how much alcohol does he consume. I think information gathering is weak.
Yeah, but yeah, later the patient volunteered to say that I don't smoke or drink, only moderately. I'm not overweight. I exercise. Yeah, but she didn't ask. Okay.
Yes, she didn't
Anything
ask.
else?
And I think the patient concerned about holidays, traveling to holiday, holiday, go to holiday, and Neda explained more about don't worry, and empathy is very good at the moment.
Okay, showing empathy.
Yes.
Good. Uh, okay. Anything else, Reza?
I think Neda was very good and fluency is very good and empathy is good. Uh, I think he should do better in signposting.
Okay.
Mm,
What do you mean? Where?
Well, for example, address for shifting any paragraph, shifting any direction of a dialogue.
Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. So who's next?
Finish.
Uh,
Yeah.
finished? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm generally happy. I think you did well. Um, and it was quite structured and it was good. You did summarize. You did make a good relationship. Okay. So what you did was you said um, that the blood pressure is high. It's 190 over 110. You didn't say that, did you?
No, I didn't mention the number of the blood pressure. I
Okay.
only said it's high.
Okay. And so did you find the patient's eyes? What was ideas, concerns, expectations?
I think about going to go on holiday. It's very important for him.
That's right. So that is a patient's concern or expectation to fill in a form and not to
Yes.
miss the travel insurance or to
Yes.
not to miss
Yes.
his holiday. Uh,
Yes.
so did you reassure him that he won't miss the holiday?
No, I reassured that he can, but I didn't feel anything, and I didn't said I feel the travel insurance file.
Okay, so that is signposting. Okay, so
Yes.
when you say, for example, earlier, you can say, as you said, you can say this sentence to the patient. You say, as you said earlier, you don't want to miss your holiday. Okay,
Yes.
so this is a signpost. It means that you are answering to their concern. Uh,
Yes.
and after that, you say, well, I don't think this would interfere with your holiday plans, and I don't think you need to cancel anything. This wouldn't just this one reading wouldn't
Okay.
affect your travel or your holiday. Okay, so this is called signposting.
Okay.
Um, And this actually gives a structures. This means that you are relating your information giving to the part that you were gathering information. Okay,
Mhm.
so
Okay.
uh, and this is how we structure the consultation. Basically, the information you have gathered is because you want to find the ice, and when you
Yeah.
find ice, you relate your explanations to the ice. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
And right, so you didn't ask about lifestyle, smoking, alcohol, diet, stress factors, etc. Only about the stress. You said you're an
Yes.
accountant, and okay, so
I
you
think
could, yes,
excuse me, doctor. I think that because you are a general patient in my office,
right,
we must know about this. And you all, I mentioned that I know you are healthy, and you also mentioned that yes, I am healthy. I don't smoke like this because of this, I didn't ask any question
right,
about this.
okay, yeah, good, okay. We generally ask, okay, but yeah, obviously, because you said I know you're healthy, and
Yes.
does it say here in the task that he's healthy?
No.
No. So how did you know I'm healthy?
Because I think I think because you are my patient and
Okay.
I check your file. I think because I
Okay.
see in Australia that doctor check the file of the patient when they want to examine him or her or like this
Yes,
because
of
I
course. Okay. Are you in Australia now?
No, no, I am not. But one time I
Okay.
go to Australia and
Okay.
one of my niece have problem. So we go to a physician and family physician and I see there.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, but when in the task it says I'll question that. So yeah, but that's fine. It went well because you said I know you are healthy, and I said yes. Basically, so that's why it went well because you had the right or the correct presumption. You assumed, and I said yes. Okay, but if it's in the task, you might as well actually ask it. Um,
Okay.
and then you said maybe you would need medications. You could say you just say maybe, but also the first thing is actually to we need to make sure that you don't have any high blood pressure consistently. Now the question is, does he need medication now?
No,
No. 190
no.
over 110?
In practice, we didn't do this. We said some write some do some lifestyle and check it again 24 hour later
Is
again.
that really?
Yes, yes, because the crisis level is more than 220
Okay.
over 120. In that case, we manage it.
Okay. Okay. Right. So basically, you need to check it again tomorrow.
Yes,
Did you say that?
yes. No, I
Okay.
didn't say that.
Okay. So you said I will order some or I will request some tests, including cholesterol and urine analysis. Also do an ECG. Yes. Uh,
Yes.
but yes, it is very likely to be stress related. And
Yeah.
then, so you reassured that I can go on my holiday. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, so did you summarize?
Mm, no, only sometimes I said I know I know blah 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 and like this. No,
Okay. Okay.
completely no.
Okay. And attentive listening?
Yes, I answered the questions and heard what the patient said, and I didn't repeat the patient's answers, and I didn't ask the questions repeatedly.
Well, attentive listening means that when the patient is talking and you say, okay, all right, and
No, I don't.
okay, and echo. So basically, when the patient is saying, well, I'm going on holiday, and you say, oh, good, holiday, good for you. And okay, I'm here to fill in this form for travel insurance. Okay, all right. So you need to
Yes,
say yes. Okay,
I
okay.
say something about the holiday. I say it's a good news for you.
Yep.
It's good for you.
Okay. So you did actually show attentive listening skills.
Yes.
Um, okay. And did you check the knowledge of patient to say that, okay, what do you think about high blood pressure, or what do you know about high blood pressure?
As I said, as you know about the blood pressure,
How do you know that the patient knows? Okay.
because many people nowadays know about blood pressure.
No,
I
that's
think.
he's an accountant. He doesn't
Yeah.
know. Okay. And
Yes.
if you say 190 over 110, he has no idea, and he could say, well, am I going to die? Or
Yes.
am I going to miss my holiday? Uh,
Yes.
so you need to explain that part. You say it's 190 over 110, but it doesn't mean that you need to be treated right now, but we have to check you again tomorrow, and we need to order some tests. You did say with just one reading, we wouldn't say you have high blood pressure illness or high blood pressure disease, which is very good. Overall, I was quite happy with your consultation. Um, just a few grammatical points, okay?
Okay.
Um, how do you say not to worry?
Don't be worried.
Don't be worried, okay? No, we just say don't
Worry.
worry.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Excuse.
Okay,
Don't worry. Yes.
thank you.
I
And
Yes.
how about news? Good news or a good news?
A good news.
No.
New. Because of news, it is good news.
Yes. Good news is not countable. Okay.
Yes, good news. Yes.
Okay.
The good news, we can say.
Sorry, the good news.
Yes.
Yeah. We just say good news. Okay. Remember, good news is no news is good news. Okay.
No
Uh,
news is good.
no news is good news. Okay.
News. Yes.
So no a. Um,
Okay.
and to go for holiday, what do we say?
Go on a holiday.
Go on holiday. Okay. On holiday, or on a holiday, or on holiday.
On a holiday.
No.
And on a holiday. On holiday.
To go on holiday. Yeah. No a.
Because holiday is not countable. Yes, that a lot. Yes.
Um, okay. To go on holiday is an expression, is a fixed expression. Okay. For
Yes.
stage, what do we use? Do we say in this stage or at
At
this?
this stage.
Okay. Yes. At this stage. Okay. We don't
Yes.
say in this stage.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay. Uh, you need to study a little bit about these the expressions. Okay.
Okay.
Um, right. And so, who did I ask if if you are in Australia now? And you said uh, I went to the doctors with my niece.
Yes.
Was it you?
Yes. Me.
Okay. You used present tense for all of that. Okay. You said uh, we go to GP. Okay, we
Mm-hmm.
went. Okay, you're talking about the past. So you need to
Yes.
use past tense for all of that. You need to say, well, my niece wasn't feeling very well, so we went to the GP and he said this and that, or he looked at the,
Okay.
or he checked the computer. Okay,
Yeah.
so make sure you use the correct tenses.
Okay.
And so are we okay with signposting now?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
So basically, what we do when we gather information, what are we looking for? We are looking for ice.
Nice.
When we understand or when we discover ice, then what do? We address them. Okay. And when we address them, we are signposting. So we relate it. We say, as you said earlier, okay. This is a very good signpost. So as you said earlier, you want to go on holiday now, and that is the important thing. Okay. Or as I said earlier, you don't need to take any medicines now. Or as I said earlier, we need to check you further with some blood tests and an ECG. So we don't make a diagnosis of high blood pressure disease just with one reading. Okay. So that is how we signpost. Also, you signpost when you say, okay, let's talk about high blood pressure reading. How much do you know about this? Okay, how much do you know, or what would you like to know about this? Okay, so basically I change the subject. I say, okay, now let's talk about high blood pressure. Okay. So basically, you are signposting. You're saying that, okay, let's change the topic. Okay. So this is signposting. Uh, so when you're asking questions finished, then you had to do a summarizing. Okay. You say, so you're fit and healthy, you have no other illnesses, you have never had any problem, you just have some stress at work, and you just have one high blood pressure reading. Now, let's talk about this high blood pressure reading and what do you think it is, uh, what do you know about high blood pressure, or how do you feel about that? And he says, okay, I'm worried, or I'm worried I might miss my holiday. I say, well, you won't miss your holiday, and definitely you can go on your holiday, but we need to check it further, just for your own safety, just to make sure it is or it is not high blood pressure illness or disease. Okay, right. Any problem?
No, doctor. Thank you.
Okay, so do we have time or are we finished? When did we start?
At 8 o'clock.
Okay.
8 o'clock.
So, yeah, do we have time or?
Doctor,
No.
The
Yeah.
time is over,
Yes.
doctor. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Questions?
Doctor,
Any?
I have a little question.
Yes.
When the setting is general practice surgery, are they in hospital? I don't know where is it, and I don't make connection with it.
Oh, general practice surgery is MATAB.
Yes,
Okay.
this is it. Okay. Why it say surgery?
That's the British word for office. Okay. The Americans
Oh,
say office, but uh, yeah. So there are a few different words used. For example, for operation room, the British say operation theatre. For office, they say surgery. Also, let me see. Yeah, for instead of emergency room or ER, they say accident and emergency or A&E.
Okay.
So yeah,
Doctor, they are departed from NHS in
say GPs are contractors. They have a contract to give services to the NHS. Okay,
okay,
but they own the surgery and they own the business. Usually, it's a partnership, and they give a service, and basically the NHS buys their service.
okay,
All
I
right.
see. Thanks. Mhm.
Okay. So just to okay, any other questions?
Thanks, doctor.
Okay, just as roundup. Okay, because this is our last speaking session. Is that right?
No, doctor. We
No.
booked
Doctor, we
for no.
continue with you too.
Oh, we're going to have more. Okay. But so basically, when you are given a card, what you do is yes, you need to look at the setting. Okay, so that is very important. You need to decide, and that is how I think Neda was doing that. You look at the setting, yeah, and then so this is background information. Um, Underline the tasks, or just pick up the tasks and try to decide um, which part of the consultation you can fit these. Okay, so you see that it says one of the things that is asking you is express your concern at such a high blood pressure. So when does it go in the where does it go in the consultation? In which part of consultation you express your concern?
I think in information giving, doctor.
Yes, it's basically after you check the blood pressure after physical examination, and therefore, yes, when you make a diagnosis of high blood pressure, you express your concern and give information. Okay, question the patient about his or her lifestyle. Where do you actually ask this?
Gathering
In
information.
gather.
In information gathering. So it's actually not in the same order necessarily. Explain that medication may be needed. And so where is that?
Giving information.
Giving information. Explain that you will arrange further tests. Giving information. Okay.
Information, yes.
Mhm.
Um, and you cannot impose treatment based on a single reading. So that is reassurance. Reassure the patient that he or she will still be able to go on holiday. Okay. So that is also in the information giving part. So you can say, yeah, as you said, you want to go on holiday and you consent, you might miss the holiday, but no, it wouldn't affect that. Okay. So basically, you have 3 minutes before the task. In these 3 minutes, try to concentrate and try to find out which part of the task you can do these tasks, which part of the consultation. Okay, so try to imagine the consultation for yourself. That what you're going to do. Have a plan. Have a structure. Say, okay, I asked these questions, then I summarize and say, well, these are the answers that you. These are the things that you told me. Am I right? And they say, yes, that's right. Then obviously you come up with physical examination or a diagnosis, and then start to uh, chunk and check. So the approach is basically it's very important in the 3 minutes for to prepare for the job. You actually need to structure your consultation and come up check the tasks and try to plan. Okay, what am I going to do? In the first minute, I ask questions and summarize. Then I ask about lifestyle, smoking, alcohol, diet, and other things. And then physical examination, come up with a diagnosis, then address the concerns and or explain what the diagnosis is. Before you explain, you ask, okay, what do you think? Or how much do you know? Or how much would you like to know? Okay. Right. Okay, let me send this for you. So our next session is I just saw you have um, I think you actually checked booked for writing. I saw. Uh,
Yes, on Monday.
Right? Monday.
okay, it's
I
Monday and
booked
Wednesday.
a Monday writing and Wednesday for speaking again.
Oh, okay, okay,
I booked two sessions. Yes.
okay.
Uh,
Yes.
Sorry, doctor. I'm going to ask a question about, in your point of view, how many sessions do we need to have the speaking class? Uh,
Well, to be honest, I think you actually you know the consultation structure now. I think you know the skills that you have to use. So what you need is to improve your fluency, your grammar, your general English, and then after that start to practice with each other. And I'm happy to do that. It's don't get me wrong, uh, but it's really now impacting your performance, which is um, I mean the grammatical mistakes um, and the fluency problem. Um, you cannot just simply do this exam with memorizing uh, because the situations are so variable and they can twist everything. So you say that these themes are repeated. Yes, they are repeated, but remember, they twist them, they change them with the small changes. With very small change, this the whole thing might change actually. So it's not exactly the same. Um, uh, Last year, I remember people in Australia did the exam and told the people in England about the topics. Um, the topics were they sounded the same, but they weren't the same. They were actually different. Um,
yeah.
so, and nowadays, these days they don't repeat at all. They just make sure it's a different scenario. Um, so, in short, I think you definitely need to improve your general English.
Uh,
Um,
yes.
so
Yes,
if
I
you
see.
um, I think uh, I'm quite happy with Neda today. I think she did very well, um, and I think you did well. It was structured. Um, Reza is a bit too nervous, self-correction, making too many mistakes, and I think Susan and Nilüfer also are okay. Just need a little bit of better fluency and yeah, focus on the structure. Did I send you a, a page with um, yeah, this one? Uh, did you see that? Um, did you check this? Clinical communication criteria. Did you? Did,
Yes, yes,
yeah.
you sent it. Yes, you sent it before.
Okay. So, and you see, these are the things that you are supposed to do. Okay. So in A, you actually have A one, two, three, four. So you need to
Yes,
show all of these. And B is these three, C, then D and E. So you need to actually do all of these to get the full mark. Okay.
yes,
Um, but remember, this is uh, just a little bit, uh, just about a third of the mark. So 2/3, or a little bit less than 2/3, is the fluency and grammar, vocabulary. Okay, so
okay,
don't forget the linguistic features. What is interesting is uh, linguistic features, or the linguistic criteria is very important in speaking, but it is not important in writing. Okay.
yes, okay,
In writing, it has very little value, but in speaking, it is definitely decisive. So you need to make sure you are at least 6.5 level or upper intermediate. Okay. Any questions?
sorry.